I'm Lauren Cosgrave, and welcome to The Lauren Show. I'm a life and small business coach. Join me each week for ideas on how you can lead, love, and thrive. Hi. Okay, I'm still on jury duty and I'm loving it. So I wanted to talk to you guys again. This is like version 2 of what I learned during jury duty. So during the process, I got selected and I've been sitting on the jury now for a day. So yesterday was the first day of the trial. I can't speak about any of the details of it, but I am still continuing to learn so much, thoroughly enjoy it. I love interacting with my fellow community members and getting to know them better. I still love going to the courthouse. There's something about the feeling of walking into such a respected and revered hall of justice. So I'm just thoroughly enjoying it. I honestly am having some of the best time in my life, and I want to share it with you guys. So many great inspirational things I'm learning to bring to your business and into your life. I just sent my family off. They're headed off for the long weekend. I'm going to join them a little bit later. So I wanted to film another little video here for you guys. Excuse me. So the number one person I think that I'm learning from right now is the judge, and his example in this courtroom has been phenomenal. And one of the first things that I'm learning from him is, let's see if I can get this on the screen here, is about leadership. And I hope that this is showing up the right way for you guys. It should. Anyway, it says leadership if you can't read it. The way he commands his presence in the courtroom is not dictatorial. It's not egotistical. He just has a presence about him that commands respect in a way that's mutual. Like he's giving respect, and so you want to give it back in return. When he walks into that courtroom, it's not because he's wearing the robes. It's not because of instilling fear. It's because there is an energy about him. And I really want you guys to kind of think about that. Like your energy is so important. Oprah said this, Brendon Burchard said it. You are responsible for the energy that you bring into this world. It is so palatable. You can just feel it. It's something that I took for granted for so many years in my life about the type of energy that I was resonating with the people around me. It's not enough just to show up. Okay? So if you have employees, you've got to show up with energy. For me, I always remind myself to show up with care, joy, and service on my heart and on my mind. What are your 3 words? Dig into that. Lead your teams today. Lead your communities. Lead the people that you're coaching or that you're selling things to. Bring your energy to the table. People want you and your authentic self. The second thing that the judge is teaching me is about compassion. And his level of compassion is calculated, it's fair, it's balanced. He listens, he asks questions to be able to get enough information, but not to waste time, just enough to really understand, and then to educate, to say, I cannot do blank because you're not giving me enough foundational evidence. This is mainly with the selecting of the jury, as far as people being able to, be present on the jury or something. His level of compassion was not excessive. It was real. He listened, he absorbed, and made a decision and moved on to the next. And I think in our business and in our lives, we have to do that a little bit more. We got to pause and listen. We have to ask some questions sometimes. And then we just got to make a decision and move on. And not waffle, not waver, be confident. And if the decision needs to be changed, do it again. It's like a repeatable process. Pause, listen, ask questions, make a decision. Pause, listen, ask questions, make a decision. I love that. Okay. That's going to be the quote of the day on Instagram. Pause, listen. What did I even say? Ask questions, make a decision. There we go. Okay. And the last but not least is vision. Vision is so important as a leader. So communicating what your expectation is for the end result. And in addition to that end result, what type of feeling, emotions, and I'm not talking about, oh, we should all be just happy, but we should feel accomplished. You should feel that you have all of the information that you need to make a decision. You should feel that you've made progress. Like, those are some things that we often forget to tap into. Defining what the outcome is from a feeling and emotional level, not just a monetary goal or finishing to-do list on an item. So what is the result? How is it going to impact your community? How are they going to be better prepared to take their next steps into the world of their business or in their life? And so vision is so critical. So what is your vision? Do you have it in your head, and then have you translated it? If you have a team, you've got to remind them of it constantly, way more than you think. There's evidence out there in adult learning that you have to say something 5 times before people even remember it. And then you've got to keep going even more before it really sinks in and becomes like a permanent addition in their brain and something that they can, reflect and spit back out at you. So have patience with that process. Have compassion for people having lots of things going on in your mind. Even though you may have said something to them and they nod their head up and down, sometimes it's like, you ever had that happen to you where you're like, yeah, cool. And you're like, wait a minute, I have no idea what they actually just said. So have compassion for the people that work for you. Continue to communicate your vision with kindness and clarity, and bring them along on the journey with you. So leadership, compassion, vision. Those are the 3 things that I've taken away this week from jury duty. My service continues today on another day on the trial. I hope that I have more lessons to bring to you guys. And I wish you a wonderful long weekend full of energy. I'm filming this leading up to the Labor Day weekend here in the United States. And I hope everyone gets a chance to rejuvenate. Go back and watch that rejuvenation video if you are feeling like a little overwhelmed, burnout. It's important to get your rest and recover so that you can come back stronger next week, my friend. So I wish you a week full of energy.
I hope you loved this episode of The Lauren Show on YouTube or podcast. If you did, why don't you hit subscribe below and share on your social media? If you are ready to have it all without doing it all, why don't you schedule a 15-minute strategy session with me at laurencosgrave.com. Start leading, loving, and thriving today.